welcome to the channel, viewers. Let's see what's going on in the world of lost AWOL women.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So I have this lady here. She was trying to buy merchandise. Unfortunately, I cannot give her a discount. When she said her brother, I have to follow Ross policy. She does not want to leave the store, and I'm gonna have to trespass.
Okay, ma'am. Can you hear me? Okay. You have to leave the store, all right?
Hard of hearing, so.
Wait, you gotta leave the store, all right? If you refuse to leave, you'll be subject to arrest.
So she's a married woman, you can see by the ring.
You have an ID on you? Can I get your ID?
I'm gonna say no, like everybody else is telling me no.
You said what? Are you refusing to leave? Like I said, if you do not leave, you'll be placed under arrest. Okay? They're asking you to leave. They're not gonna give you the discount. Okay?
She's ignoring the guy, she's stonewalling the guy. This is what you would experience in the relationship. She's probably reflecting her marriage and the situations going on in that.
Oh, I don't get, they give their employees discounts, and my boyfriend works for the company and he has my money. And so I don't have the money.
Well, they're not gonna give any discounts.
But they won't, well, okay, that's fine. That's fine if they won't give the discount, but they won't hold it close for me.
They don't have to hold the close for you. Okay?
So basically she's not getting her own way.
I mean,
It's just what?
they're totally insane.
Well, it's insane on her part because it's not worth the drama.
Okay. There's nothing I can do about it.
So let me just stop this for a minute there, viewers. What you are dealing with here is a person that has gotten her own way to the point it's insane for her not to get that. Okay, she is so used to standing over people and pushing people around and getting her own way. She's basically, even though she's sitting there, she's thrown herself on the ground in a dignified way, protesting that she should be allowed to have what she wants, even though she hasn't got the money to purchase it at this point. It's quite infantile. It's obvious that she would be like this in the marriage if she didn't get away. A lot of guys are putting up with this stuff behind the scenes, and here's again a beautiful example when they come out of their domestic hidey holes and try and bung this stuff on in public. This is revealing what usually the husband's dealing with at home.
She refused to leave. You're going to be placed under arrest, okay? For trespass after warning. I've given you more. Yes, you are.
I'm allowed to be in the store.
Not if they're asking you to leave.
Yeah,
She told you to leave. You're not going to be able to speak to the owner of Ross. You got one more time. I'm going to ask you one more time. And if you do not leave, you're going to be placed under arrest.
You're gonna hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong.
Next comes me next.
You do not leave.
So will you hurt me if I...
Okay, so this is the insanity that she's claiming to be happening around her. She stood over the employees at the shop, probably caused them stress, hasn't got away. In a dignified way, she's thrown herself on the ground in an infantile form, but she's sitting there. You can see what I mean. She's thrown herself on the ground. I haven't got my way. I demand what I want. She's not going to get that. She'd do this to the husband, no sex, etc., until I get what I want. This is another way of showing that what we're actually seeing is what the husband would be putting up with at home. And now the police officers run out of opportunities to help her turn this around. And let's see what happens.
I will place you under arrest.
Will you hurt me? I don't want to be hurt. Okay? You guys really want to prosecute me for trying to get a discount.
So she's woke. She's saying, so you're going to hurt me if you arrest me, which is jumping to conclusions, presuming that the police ain't going to do their job properly and that they're going to be the problem. This is exactly what the husband would face. You're the problem, I'm not. I'm causing the drama, but you're the blame for it.
This is waste. You guys want to prosecute, right? Because we're going to be here. This is nonsense. Do you guys want to prosecute it?
Okay, and regardless of what is happening for her to be able to get out of this, see how she's holding her ground? The problem that she's got, despite her self-unawareness relative to a poor behaviour, is that this time she's not hiding at home. She's out in the open and it's being filmed. So she's actually gone overt. Her covert narcissism, or whatever you want to call it, is now overt for everyone to see. Her infantile behaviour.
Sorry?
Do you want to prosecute if he doesn't leave?
Prosecute press charges?
Yes.
Next. Can I contact my store manager about this?
If you say you guys don't want to press charges, we are going to leave without telling her, without removing her from the property. If you guys want to press charges, we'll place her under arrest for trespass after warning.
Okay. Let me verify with him, and then I'll have you. Thank you, guys. What's your name?
All right. They're calling their store managers. If you do not leave by the time they get off the phone with them, you're going to be under arrest.
So if I have to be this way, I just want a discount.
You need to leave.
We're telling you to leave.
I just want a discount.
You don't just get discounts because you want a discount, so you can leave.
Okay, so she's got no respect for authority. She can't get past the way she perceives things. And you may as well say that male police officer is being treated the same way as her husband would be treated until she gets her way. And usually it's the husband's fault for allowing it. They enable this poor behaviour by giving into it, but that's not going to happen with the police.
Or you can be placed under arrest if they want to prosecute. It's as simple as that, ma'am.
You're seriously gonna arrest me for trying to get
What discount are you wanting?
my boyfriend gets 20% off and he works here.
Okay, your boyfriend is not here.
He is
Okay, boyfriend, that's interesting because she's got a wedding ring on.
he will be here after 7 p.m. So
Might
I'll
be
be
an
here
engagement ring
till
to your fiance,
If you use
wouldn't it?
really your boyfriend, you're gonna make him lose the job.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna just give me a discount.
No one's gonna give you a discount, okay? So you can either leave or you're gonna leave in handcuffs and you're gonna go to jail for trespassing.
I'm gonna go to jail for wanting a discount.
For trespassing. That's why you're gonna go to jail.
Wanting a discount. So,
Okay.
like all I'm asking for is a discount. That's all I want. Is just
Well,
a
the discount's
discount,
not gonna happen.
or I want them to hold my clothes. That's all I want.
Okay, so you can see how demanding this person is. This woman's used to getting her own way, and she's determined for that to happen despite the warnings of the law. And this would be the same infantile behaviour the boyfriend would get.
Okay.
She wouldn't provide ID either.
Oh, it's just, yeah.
So my boyfriend.
You're not getting a discount.
Okay, I don't have money. My boyfriend has.
You're not getting, we just told you you're not getting a discount. You don't have money. You don't have a reason to be inside the store.
That's fine, but
Then leave.
I don't have the money.
Okay, so that means you can't buy the clothes, so you need to leave.
My boyfriend.
Then you can call your boyfriend and tell him to purchase the clothes when he comes to work, if he still has a job after this nonsense.
It is nonsense. You guys like.
No, the way you're acting is nonsense. You're
Okay, so see, she doesn't care about, well, if it's true about the boyfriend, there's a few things not adding up here, given the ring on her finger. She don't care if he loses his job. She wants the discount. She don't care if she loses the relationship. She don't care about nothing except what she wants. Isn't that classic lost AWOL female nature?
a grown woman. You need to walk out and leave so you don't go to jail. Have you ever been to jail before?
Okay, I'm not gonna go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. Just let me please talk this through. Like, what can I do?
Yeah. It ain't a secret. My thing's recording too, so.
And you'll have to leave the clothes here until you get money to buy them.
They won't. That's what they want.
You want to push charges?
Let's go. Stop resisting.
You're gonna hurt me. You're gonna
Yeah, we
hurt
know.
me.
Stop resisting.
I'm not.
Thanks. Get up.
I'm not.
You want to do it behind the back right there? All right. Did you get your hair?
I'll leave, please.
I'll leave.
Nope. Too
I'll
late.
leave.
Nope. We already gave you plenty of ample warnings.
She also
So she's now deciding that she wants to leave. Those sirens in the background, pretty appropriate for where this is up to.
Word on your phone. Because you thought we were bluffing.
Can I have my phone?
Nope.
You're detained now. Nope.
I need my phone. I need to record what you're doing to me right
We're
now.
recording right now.
For wanting a discount, can you please?
So she's woke.
Please just give me
Get up.
phone. So you're taking my phone from me. You're taking my phone from me, like. So you're
Ma'am, can you
wait,
walk?
you're
Thank you.
taking all my belongings?
They're gonna go
Wait,
with
no.
you. Your belongings are gonna go with you.
Then what? Then what are they gonna do?
It's gonna go on your
What are
property.
they? I need my stuff.
Can you
I need
walk
my
so
stuff.
we
That's
don't-
my phone. Like I need my
Yes.
things. You
Ma'am?
can't take my things from me. though.
We're not
Like
taking
please, my stuff is over there, and I want it. And
Guys, I'm just going to stop this here. Can you see she's blaming everybody else as being insane? That's what her comment was towards the beginning. But at this point in this presentation, you can see who's not in their right mind. Now, if a bloke was in a relationship with this person, this isn't a rehearsal. This is what he would be confronted with. Now, the problem with what's happening in modern day society today, this isn't visible outside the home. This lost AWOL female manifestation. But what we're getting to see here is an insight into how these people behave, not only in public, but also in their relationships. And men are at the hands of this kind of mentality all over the world. And unfortunately, there's nothing they can do about it. But the law, here in this case where she's tried to put it over the shop people and people outside her circle that will allow her to get away with it, now it's a different story. And she can't comprehend it. You can see there is no comprehension on how to fix the problem that she's got herself into.
What the?
Can you stand up so we don't have to drive you?
please don't do this.
We told you what was going to happen.
I'm right behind you.
Please don't like get my shoe. Please.
I got it. Let's go.
Try your shoe. Come on.
Stop tensing up. You're gonna get another charge.
Listen, can you walk so you don't get hurt?
Are you gonna hurt? So you're
No
gonna
one wants to hurt
me?
you.
Come on, please, like, don't hurt me.
Now, if you saw this woman walking along the street, whatever, or sitting on the bench like that one there, you would never pick what you would be up against if you allowed this person into your life. Okay? That's why you need to give time to things before you get too deep, too attached. But here's a classic example of what men are running into: character, infantile character that hasn't developed within female nature. And it's usually not until you're in too deep and you've committed and you want to stay devoted and loyal and all that, that this stuff manifests. And once you're on the end of this, things can go downhill really quick unless you're willing to submit to it until they either jump the fence or wreck everything around them. Remember Proverbs 14:1 says, "A wise woman builds her house, but a foolish woman pulls it down with her hands." This is exactly what this person's doing. Not only are they doing it to themselves, but they do it to everyone around them as well.
Here, the other way. Do you want us to take it?
You can see the resistance. Look,
Yeah, we're gonna get a resisting too.
Come on, you're gonna hurt me.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Don't hurt
No
me.
one is trying to hurt you.
Please don't hurt me.
Anything on you? Yeah. Okay.
I've got no sympathy for this person. She's just
No, you're gonna
combative.
free ride to.
She's not
the
going
Orange
to
County Jail.
cooperate. She
She's
wants
caught
her
on me.
own way.
I just want a discount. I
And
just
this
want
is
a
just common.
discount. I just
common
want
now.
to please, I just want to
We're gonna put her in the car backwards, right? And then you're gonna go on the other side of the car, pull her in by her legs.
You're gonna hurt me because I want a discount. You're seriously gonna hurt me because I want a discount.
Got her legs. Yeah.
You're hurting me. My arm. My arm.
Stop resisting.
Yeah, go on the other side of the car.
Got her?
Yep.
Oh, resist. I'm sorry. Okay.
She can't help herself. Can you see how ingrained this kind of behaviour is? This isn't just because of the police. This is who this person
I'll get
is.
you the statement.
And this is how she deals with issues where she doesn't get her own way.
I think she has herself. I think
She was charged with trespassing and resisting without violence. Be careful who you get mixed up with, guys. It's really unpredictable out there. I'll catch you on the next one.